Alright guys, I've got the two latest Fragrance de Bois fragrances in my hand, and I'm obsessed with one of them. And today, in today's video, I am going to talk to you about CAVORT and also Secret Tryst. These are two latest fragrances from Fragrance de Bois, and the collection is called For Lovers, just in time for Valentine's Day, right? The fragrances are currently selling at ZGO Perfumery here in town, which is great. We have more perfume available for us to buy now, more brands, and ZGO Perfumery has become a great store to go shopping for fragrances. Either way, as I said, one of these fragrances I'm really enjoying out of the two. I'm going to let you know what it is and all about CAVORT and Secret Tryst coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian. Yes, today it's all about Fragrance de Bois' two latest fragrances from their For Lovers collection, CAVORT and Secret Tryst. You know, I've been a fan of this house within the last 3 years. And they have some really great fragrances that in the collection. I recently discovered Parisian, which I'm obsessed with. It's a great smelling fragrance, but they've got all kinds of really great fragrances. Sarah, they've got the cannabis fragrances, they've got the New York fragrances, they've got ouds, all kinds of stuff. So these are two latest fragrances. They're unisex fragrances that they're launching, and of course it's called For Lovers. And on the labels it does say pour homme, pour femme. For him, for her, pretty much. So both fragrances are supposed to be, you know, can be worn by men and women. But you know, I have to be honest, one does lean a little feminine to me, which I don't have a problem with any of the fragrances. I wear whatever I like, when I like, if I like, whatever. And one of them does lean a little masculine. Either way, I'll let you know about these two. Before I do, if this is your first time tuning into my channel and you still haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So let me know if you're a fan of this house, Fragrance de Bois, and if you are, what are your favorite fragrances from this house? And also, if you're in Northern California, have you ever been to ZGO Perfumery here in San Francisco? I'd like to find out how many of you know about this store. I would call ZGO Perfumery pretty much the niche perfume store in the city. You know, we've got the department stores in the city, but I think it's highly concentrated with different brands in that store. So if you're looking for, you know, niche houses, some of the very popular ones, some of the less popular ones, I think it's a great place to visit. It's in the heart of the Castro district here in San Francisco, and definitely go check it out if you're taking a trip to Northern California, San Francisco, or if you don't know and you are in San Francisco, live nearby, definitely stop in. So I'm going to let you know which one is my favorite of the two. Can you guess before I say? Is it CAVORT? Is it Secret Tryst? Okay, the favorite of mine is Secret Tryst. I initially thought I was really going to go head over heels for CAVORT, but after sampling these, I'm obsessed with the way Secret Tryst smells. In fact, so far this year, it's one of the best fragrances I've put my nose on. One of the best new fragrances. I did a video yesterday or the day before. If you haven't caught that video, please go catch it, of my favorite smells as of now in 2022, where I featured this particular fragrance. I just think it's that kind of addictive smell, and everything in here works so smoothly together. Everything is just so cohesive, and it's just blended the right amount. You don't have this note standing out, you don't have that note standing out. Everything is just perfection, and that's a kind of fragrance I like. Anyway, I'll let you know what it's all about. So Secret Tryst along with CAVORT are 2021 launch fragrances. Both of them are unisex, as I said, and it's from the For Lovers collection. This particular fragrance is created by Nanako Ogi, who I'm not too familiar with. It is currently selling at ZGO Perfumery, as I said. Both fragrances, concentration is Extrait de Parfum, 100 ml bottle for $385. I would call Secret Tryst amber woody or amber floral. So for me, it's got lots of floral touches, and that's also very woody, and it's predominantly also very ambery. So which direction do I want to go to? I'm going to go with both. So you've got both floral and woody and lots of amber. The fragrance features notes of vetiver, vanilla, cistus labdanum, rose, saffron, cardamom, patchouli, frankincense, cedar, Jasmine, Bergamot. It's a great collection of notes, right? And this particular fragrance to me smells like a very ambery Middle Eastern style fragrance, and I'm thinking there's going to be oud in here. There's no oud in here. It doesn't have any oud, but it kind of acts like there is something in there that might be kind of like, you know, mistaken for oud, which I like. I think for me the prominent note in this particular fragrance is the vetiver note, and I absolutely love the vetiver note in here. It's smooth. The kind of vetiver this is just perfection. You know, it does have a little bit of its earthiness there, and of course it is very, very woody, but you don't have that kind of like damp, moldy kind of vetiver smelling experience in this. So you have lots of vetiver, but I think it might be kind of like toned down with whatever else notes they have in here, because I'm getting a very, very sweet and resinous ambery kind of you know, balancing notes experience against the vetiver. So you've got a lot of that woody, earthy vetiver there, but you also have this like lots of, you know, ambery touches and vanillic touches along with rose and saffron. So this is what's pretty much running this particular fragrance. This is these are the notes, and I quite like the combination of the notes. It's a vetiver fragrance that goes into the amber, warm, spicy direction, doesn't specifically stay like a one-dimensional vetiver fragrance. And so because of that, I feel like this is very, very complex. You have lots of spices in here and some more earthiness from patchouli. You've got some cardamom in here, cardamom spices. Really, really lovely in this particular fragrance. But once again, it doesn't jump out like sometimes when you experience fragrances, everything seems fine, and then all of a sudden there's one note just like really like stands out too much. It doesn't happen like that with this particular fragrance. Everything is just super smooth, extremely smooth, and very, very refined. Like it's one of the most smoothest, most refined fragrances that I've put my nose on from this house. So it's just a pleasure to wear, you know, and also very, very addictive. Like I want to keep smelling it. I want to spray it on, and I want to really, really keep smelling it. That's the kind of fragrance this is. But you know, you've got all the woody touches, the ambery touches, that all there. The rose definitely does appear. It's lots of spiciness and warmth in this. So I find it, because it's refined, and it's also I find it to be sophisticated and very, very elegant, and to be very, very dressy. Like I find this to be perfect for, I'm going to say it's leaning masculine against the CAVORT, which I think leans a little feminine. I find this to be a very gentlemanly but warm, spicy take on a vetiver. Very, very dressy, elegant, sophisticated, suit and tie kind of a fragrance experience. So wonderful. Really, really, really obsessing over the way this one smells. And I highly recommend it. If you like warm, spicy fragrances, ambery touches, vanillic touches with lots of vetiver, you need to try Secret Tryst. I highly recommend that one. And as I said in that video from a day ago, it's my favorite smell that I've put my nose on. Like if one of the best smells I've smelled so far this year. It's so good. On the other hand, CAVORT is not a bad fragrance. I enjoy wearing it, but I didn't love it as much as I loved Secret Tryst. Every time I came close to these two bottles, because I'm prepping my review for you today, I'm taking down notes and things like that, I'd kind of, you know, spray on the CAVORT, and I immediately go to the Secret Tryst and spray a lot more of that on, because as I said, it was addictive, and it's the kind of smell I really want to smell over and over again. And that's the kind of a fragrance that's a winner to me. But CAVORT is a fun fragrance. I felt it was very playful, and I felt it did lean a little feminine. It's not necessarily, it's unisex, but in my book it is. So CAVORT is also a 2021 launch. It's a unisex fragrance. It's created by Gael Montero, currently selling at ZGO Perfumery. Once again, the concentration is Extrait de Parfum, 100 ml, $385. I would call this a floral or spicy floral fragrance, and it's pretty much what you get with this one. But you have lots of rose, saffron, Ylang-Ylang, jasmine, Davana, patchouli, Labdanum, cinnamon, orange flower, geranium. So in the end, for me, the rose stood out along with some of the other flowers and some saffron. Once again, there is that kind of like Middle Eastern style edge to the fragrance, but this one's a lot more Western to me than Secret Tryst. And I like you know, I like that whole, you know, anytime I see saffron in fragrances, it kind of creates this kind of a Middle Eastern kind of a spiciness. So I think both of the fragrances have that saffron note, and I feel like that contributes to its that kind of like experience of a very, very Middle Eastern style amber kind of an experience fragrance. But this has those flowers along with the rose, so the Ylang-Ylang and Jasmine. For me, those notes create kind of like a bubblegummy freshness. It's experiencing, when I'm wearing it, there's this kind of like bubblegummy experience. So as soon as I get a whiff of bubblegum, I think of younger girls, younger women, and things like that. And immediately I'm thinking of playfulness and things like that. But along the way also, there's something laundry clean about the fragrance as well. Like I'm getting rose and then the Ylang-Ylang and the Jasmine, where it kind of creates this like bubblegummy effect, but in the background there's something like laundry fresh about it as well. So interesting that it does that. I felt like this might go a lot warmer. It didn't go as warm. It's more of like a soft spiciness. So there's a softness about it, but it's not fresh. It's also not warm, so it's kind of like stuck in the middle. You know, it's a decent fragrance. Just I preferred Secret Tryst a lot more. But you know, everybody is different. They have different tastes. And for me, I felt like Secret Tryst is perfection. And this particular one, for me, was for somebody else. And again, I do think that this does lean a little feminine. And once again, I don't have problems with wearing feminine fragrances versus very masculine fragrances. For me, it's all about the smell. If I like the way something smells and I'm addicted to the smell, I'm going to pull for it more and more. And so I'm just saying it does lean feminine, but you as a man might think it leans very masculine. But in my opinion, I felt this one leans on the feminine side, this one leans on the masculine side, but both of them are definitely unisex fragrances. Anyway, again, as I said, these fragrances are currently selling at ZGO Perfumery. If you want to go check them out, if you're local, go check them out. If you're not local, I have a link in the info box. You can go, you know, peruse their website and see all about and find out more information about CAVORT and Secret Tryst. But other than that, today, that's all I have for you. What are your thoughts on these two fragrances? Have you sampled them yet? Do you enjoy Secret Tryst or do you enjoy CAVORT? Let me know. Put a comment down so I can find out. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please do list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.